There we go. Hey, I guess it worked. Hi, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Hi, everybody.
Playing around with my little video. I just don't know if the whole thing shows, before I hit live. So hopefully that worked out. So it's another Friday. Happy Friday, everybody.
Hi,
And
everybody.
this week, Allyson and I are joined by Hershe, the Shadow Reader.
Hello,
Welcome,
everybody. Hello,
Hershe.
hello.
So we hope everybody is having a great week. Been relatively quiet. Made sure that I got all the grocery shopping that needs to be done now by today, so that I don't dare go near any grocery store or out on the road during the holidays. People are just losing their minds. It seems more and more each year, especially during the holidays. So, um, that's pretty much been my week. I got a new deck of cards and I'm doing a flip through. I've never done a flip through before. I tried to do a recorded one, but how people like Steven and how Allyson, some how these readers can do a flip through and record themselves doing it. I just feel like an idiot. It's like I'm talking to myself at my screen. I'm like, nope, you're supposed to be looking here. That's backwards, but no, it's not going to be backwards. They're going to be able to see it, and it just throws me all off. It's just like, I seem to feel more comfortable doing it live, but I got to start learning how to do pre-recorded videos and releasing them, because I guess that gets you more traffic than the live video. So my new deck, which I cannot wait to show everybody. I know Hershey's got to see some of it. Just happened to come across it on Amazon when I had to order some stuff that we can't get in the area. It's called the deck's called Mystical Moon. Whoop, no, we don't want to knock over the cauldron. That would not be good. I just had the deck here, the book. Where did it go? That's my. Oh, here we go. I got so much stuff. So this is the deck I got, and it's an independent woman with a shop on Amazon. She goes by Mysticaya Moon, and that's how you spell. And the deck comes with even a quartz crystal. I set it somewhere to protect it so I wouldn't lose it, and now I can't find it. But it's really a cool deck. It's very pip. And this is just like a couple of ideas, like just really beautiful backs. And then the cards are just matte. They have a nice
Ooh.
finish to them. They're mainly pip cards. There's really nothing with figures except for like Empress and the Eight of Swords. But like the King and Queen of Wands, they're cats. They're wild cats. The Moon card, oh my God, is a wolf, a profile of a wolf.
Oh,
It's just beautiful. I think you'll really like these, Allyson. I know Hershey was just like, oh, I like, and there she is. Yeah, we got some internet. Allison's using her phone tonight, so it's all good. But otherwise, and I got gifted a deck. It's different. It's interesting. I might use it for some yawns, or which are I've learned from Hershey's actually yes or no questions. So I'm learning how to do kind of yes and no's with some of my decks. So I had a pretty good week. How about you, Allyson? And we lost Allyson. So Hershey, how was your week?
Fabulous. Oh, man, it's been a great week. What is today? Today's Friday. Oh, yeah, it has been a whole week
Friday.
almost. Wow,
Friday,
damn.
yes.
It has been busy. It has been busy. I woke up Tuesday thinking it was Wednesday, and I have just been busy all week long. Been creating a Yuletide Christmas questionnaire for my pop-up I'm going to do on Christmas Day for those of us that don't have anybody, or just like I did for Thanksgiving, Thomas and I are doing it again for Christmas. So I built a list of like 75 different damn questions that I'm just going to randomly be asking all kinds of people. So I'm just going to be doing the best to spread cheer.
So is Miss Taro D. She took her bra off. So
I know that's right. I know, girl. Let me tell you, I gave a good scratch, a good back rub. Oh, it was it's
Scorpio mama. So we've had a lot of people
Best
joining
part
us.
of
I
every
did
day.
see Thomas. I'm a little slow because I like to give people a chance, but we have Odelia, Fatima is here. Allison's using her phone internet tonight because her internet's a little wonky. But the weather keeps changing. 1 minute we have cold weather, and then the next minute we have several days of 50 degrees weather. It's like it's almost spring instead of going into winter here. And let's see. Oh, Steve is all for it. Cool. Hello, Isadora. Hello, Thomas. Don't show no pips to Miss Taro D. Uh-oh, really? There she is. She's back. And she's smoking.
Work.
Allyson is smoking hot tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. I'll keep trying, but at some point I'll probably have to give it in. But we'll try. My phone is really hot. It's super hot. So
Yep. I remember my phone would do that.
I took the case off of it. It's because I'm using data. I'm not on Wi-Fi, so we'll see how it goes.
Oh, but Miss Taro D, these pips are beautiful. This deck is gorgeous. Hello, Amanda. So, how was your week, Allyson?
It was good. It was busy. It was very busy. Just excited. Next week is the last week, and then we're on winter break. So,
according to Miss Taro D,
nothing really to report. It was very good. It's busy, but in a good way, and I got a lot done. And yeah, house is all decorated. Got my tree up, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I just can't get in the mood this year to decorate. It's just one of those years. But we do have the fiber optic tree up, so that's nice. And Miss Taro D, see, Cosmic Orphan, you offended Allyson and she left. Shame on you.
Oh, hi, Steven. And hi, Miss Taro D.
I don't even know what they're talking about. But I love Friday night chats. Everybody is awesome. And hello, Teresa. Good to see you, my dear. And I said hello to Twisted Sushi. That's Amanda. And Allyson, put some super glue in the cut of your thumb. Nurse gave me that tip.
Oh, my thumb's fine. Thank you. You know what I've been doing, or what I did it like a week ago. I put Neosporin on it. I put a Band-Aid on it while I slept. I did that 2 nights in a row, just at nighttime only, and it completely healed up and went away.
Hey, TK, good to see you. And Teresa says here, I also love the fiber optic. Me too. Thank you. Trying to get to 50 subs. Well, I was going to say, Steven, let's get her in the chat. And you already did. See, Steven is the mod with the most. He's the most orgasmic moderator you will ever have. So, hi. Oh, TK says, hi, Hershe, the shadow reader. She's giving you hugs because TK likes to do hugs. So for tonight, we are going to do something a little different. And Hershe does readings called blind spots. And I'm going to hand it over to her. And she will explain what that fun stuff is all about. And maybe not so fun, depending on,
Yeah, no.
Okay. Oh, well, most of y'all I recognize, and most of y'all beautiful gems already know what blind spots are. So, for those of you that do not, and for future watchers that do not know what my blind spot checks are, I'm basically going to look outside of the little mirror that you can see called your conscious, and I'm going to look inside your subconscious, and I'm going to build a picture with some cards. I don't always show the cards because I'm focusing on what you can't see. I can't see that if I'm too busy showing off what they're trying to build. So if something jumps out at me, I show the card that it's pointing me to lead you to. But for the most part, I'm going to try to point out something that you do not see that you need to subconsciously. And that's pretty simple. There's no pain involved or anything like that.
Well, Allyson and I are going to do our regular thing, but this is cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing the readings that we're going to get tonight. So if anybody would like a blind spot reading, you know the drill. Putting the me in chat. And as always, YouTube for entertainment purposes only. So while we're waiting to see who, oh boy, Miss Tarot D, right out the gate. And we will definitely make sure, because I'm going to start doing random order for our readings. But Miss Tarot D, I know you just got home not long ago from work and you get a little sleepy, so we'll make sure that we get you done first. So Miss Tarot D is up. And Amanda said, I felt a lot better thanks to my last blind spot reading, Hershe.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad.
Because a lot of times, you know, not all readings, life is not all about glitter and pretty fairies and shiny unicorn farts and all that stuff. We have stuff that we got to really deal with on a day-to-day basis in our life that, you know, you just need it straight up. So this is definitely one of those moments, one of those kind of readings. And let's see, Miss Tarot D, and if we can see Allyson's doggy, that would be great too. Yep, that's Scout right there on the bed. Allison's got herself on mute, so we don't hear.
He'll stand up at some point, I'm sure.
Miss Tarot D absolutely loves Scout. After that reading that Allyson did for the fire signs, Scout got up, sat, and watched her do the reading for Leo. Yep. Okay. The minute started talking for Sagittarius, boom, off he went. It was so cute, everybody. And Thomas says yes, homework may be required for blind spots. So. Okay, I gotta start focusing now and shuffling. So for Miss Tarot D, a blind spot.
Okay.
Don't you love how we go? Oh, and I'm also being told to get a crystal card for Miss Tarot D as well. Because it looks like Allison's house is on fire. She's smoking. I mean, all you see is all the smoke on fire. So are you still processing, Hershe?
No, I think I got it. Okay. So this is, you know, one of the rare opportunities when I kind of understand the process, right? But I'm getting confirmation and validation for something on you. There's something that's just screaming like over the loudspeaker, the bullhorn. This is over the loudness of that, and it's the next right thing, and it has something to do with happy. So I don't know how much of a blind spot I'm going to be able to hit you with, but I'm about to hit you with one. But I'm going to tell you, I'm leading you with an example and a thank you from the universe. There is something the universe is so very, very happy with you about. And your next big thing is so much more. There's not very many pretty cards in the Triomphe della Luna, but honey, you got the 9 of Cups, the 6 of Swords. You are moving into better ground, and you got a promise coming ahead of you from the universe. And everybody knows the universe is the best sugar daddy you have. So you have definitely got some good shit en route to you. But your blind spot, there's something, okay? And it's not just a little something, it is huge. There is something that's somewhere between the orphan in you and the hunter in you. There is a bridge being built, right? So your blind spot is this place in you and you alone. So between the orphan in you and the hunter in you, the inside of you, the drive, the go-getter, and then the wild little girl or wounded child, however you see yourself at that age, the unseen, unfelt, unloved archetype decides it wants to rear its ugly head, and 9 times out of 10 they don't last very long. But the nostalgia part of it is that it's being paired with the hunter in you, the drive, the determination, right? And whatever it is that it's searching for, it is building a bridge. The blind spot in this is the bridge. Why do I know that? Because you got adverseness, discernment, and circumspection. So balance, friendship, and perception are all going to weigh a huge amount of weight in this. And I think them 3 words are going to be the biggest, hardest, heaviest out of the entire blind spot. There is something that's seriously going to make you keep yourself in balance no matter what, even against the most sternest, caught in a rock and a hard place situations. You are going to have to hold your damn balance as they build this bridge and close the gap within you. And there's something that's going to challenge a friendship and maybe even your perception on it, but it doesn't necessarily mean break the friendship. It could be part of the bridge that's building it to go into another direction, another growth, or another level, or ultimately it could fracture it to where you realize they're not meant to go into your future, the one that the universe is so happy that you are building. So I don't know if it's a delicate blind spot here, but honey, you're glowing, and keep going. That's all I got for you, baby.
Glowing and going. I like that. And I don't know if you realized, Hershe, but you said circumcision during your read. And I was like, wait a minute.
Circumspection. I'm sorry.
And I'm not thinking to myself, did I just hear right? And I thought, no.
I swear to God, I didn't mean to. Okay, I've had 8 aneurysms and my brain says one thing, but that's what I meant to say.
See, it feels good because I wasn't hearing shit wrong. It says here, even Steven heard it.
Oops. That's like the stuck for the day.
Oh, but we need a little bit of light to all this. So thank you so
Everybody's
much.
Everybody's probably busting a gut.
Yes.
That's about 1 million laughters going on.
Circumcision.
Circumcision. Hey, tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. Alrighty.
Ms. Tarot D, there's something here that I don't know, there's something here in the past. This could be you, it could be another person, possibly. So just take it how it makes sense to you. I feel like it could be another person, but that doesn't mean that it is. There's some sort of a conflict here with the 5 of Swords, or a battle of sorts. And this is something that I feel like, and again, we're talking about like a shadow type thing. This is something that you, I don't think this is like, very unconscious. I think you are aware of this. But this is something that's been it's been very painful, and it's something that you think a fair amount about. I have the 3 of Swords here with the 8 of Swords. The outcome is I do think that you're going to deal with this. You've got the Ace of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune and the outcome. I'm not going to get into big details about what this might be, especially because this feels very personal, and hopefully it does make sense to you. And probably all of these reads that we're going to do are going to be very personal. So, but the overall energy is about big truth, and it being just like you're just you got the 10 of Swords here. So this is like at its worst, can't carry it anymore, can only go up from here, that kind of thing. But a lot of us will stay in this energy, even though it's like, oh my God, this is as worse as it's going to get. So for me, sometimes this is actually a holding pattern. Yeah, it can't get any worse, but until you get up from it, which is a choice all of us need to make. So King of Swords, clarified by the 10 of Swords. So it's a truth, and it's something that's very difficult. So I don't know what this is. Hopefully this is swords, the whole thing is swords. So, I mean, I've got 6 cards here and, or 8 cards here, and I have 6 swords. So, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to read any deeper into that, but
Wow.
hopefully, but you are going to deal with this. Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. You're going to move forward out of it and either face what this is or say what you need to say or whatever, however you would apply this. So God, and that is a lot of smoke for whatever reason. I'm going to fix that.
Wow.
Anyways, I hope that was helpful in some way.
And I'm going to share this. Miss
Do
Tarot
you
D
see
said,
that?
I did. So it says here, Miss Tarot D said, wow, I did presentation for potential donors. And as part of that, I shared my childhood trauma story. And they really connected so much that the leader of the group revealed his trauma story and they pledged $2 million donation. And they want me to speak at their company conference. Way to go. Oh,
Wow.
I'm off the camera. Way to go, Miss Tarot D.
That's amazing.
That is awesome. And that makes the circumcision a lot better. Yes,
That's oh God, Stephen. That is so wild.
Yes.
I'm glad I wasn't saying that in front of donors, man.
Oh my goodness. And Thomas even said, way to go. So I got some swords too.
Good shit, Miss Tarot D. Good shit.
So Miss Tarot D, I got the Fool card. I'm using Colette Baron Reed's the Good Tarot. And for me, I would just love if they would change the Fool card to just innocence, because this is just for the Fool, it's about exploration and having no fear and taking the next leap. And with everything that you've been through, wanting to get back into the game, to still, okay, that chapter's over, grabbing my stick and my little bundle with everything that I need, and everything that you need, you have right there within you, my dear, your beautiful husband, your fur babies, your gifts at helping others through their trauma. That's all in your little bag that you're carrying, and you're ready for your next adventure. And so for me, that's something that's not foolish. That is innocence. It's a beautiful innocence. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's not naive. It's a beautiful, it's an outlook that a lot of people should have moving forward in times like this. It's that positive outlook, not being afraid to take those risks and moving forward. I did get the page of air, and I feel like I know Allyson got the Ace of Swords, so for me the page of air, page of swords they're very similar, except this is you taking that sword, picking up the sword. You're continuing your fight. You're not, and I love how this angel is just spreading her wings, not afraid to fly. Again, like the Fool card. I did get two interesting cards from this deck that's back to back, and they're both sevens. I did get the Seven of Air, and typically that's something like something like stealing, taking the swords and leaving the rest behind. While in traditional, it shows someone stealing the swords. This one here, it's like she's got the two here, but she's also acknowledging the ones that are being left behind. So for me, making sure that that people don't steal too much of your energy, too much of your time, take advantage of you, but at the same time, these beautiful birds are showing you that mental. It's like they're like looking up at her, saying, "You can give it to us. You don't have just leave it behind. We'll take it, and you can move on with these other birds up here. Those are the ones that you take and move forward, and we're here to take that from you." And the other card I got from this deck is the Seven of Earth, and that just shows that you still have a lot that you're going to be here to do. You're planning, and I love this little fairy here. It's like you're listening to your guides, your angels, and kind of looking at, okay, now what is the next step? Knowing that I know there are days when it's kind of hard and difficult to get going and moving. I have another deck that says Success Unfulfilled for Seven of Pentacles, and it may very well feel like that. But with this deck, you are inspired. Keep going. That tree, everything that you're creating is growing. And then I was also guided to pick a card from the crystals, and I got the Zebra Stone, which is compassion and root chakra. Just making sure that you stay rooted, you stay grounded, making sure you're taking care of yourself while you're doing all this wonderful work to help those who have had a difficult upbringing, like you, like me, like many of us who have experienced trauma, traumas that we shouldn't have had to experience. But with this card here, it says compassion, making sure that you're taking time to meditate, to relax, spending time with your hubby, your fur babies, doing what you enjoy the most, and having love and compassion for yourself, not just for your coworker sometimes who might stress you out or people that you meet, but also make sure you have compassion for yourself. You've been through a hell of a lot this past year, so even though you can't do as much as you used to, as often as you did, have compassion for yourself. Remember that. And another good stone for compassion is rose quartz. So if you have rose quartz, that's a great crystal too. And that's your reading, Miss D. Here, let me get myself off the big screen. And let's see. So all that you are saying is big hits. Yes. And hello, L&R. Yes, congratulations indeed. Um, they look like glass. I'm not sure which. I mean, it's a beautiful deck. Um, let's see. Yes, people are trying to pull too much from me. Okay, you have to keep some energy. Yes, there you go. And she got chills from all of us tonight. So thank you, Miss Tarot D. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let me get you off the list here. And let's see. Let's go with Teresa Hadarian next. Teresa, are you still here, my dear? And if anybody would like a blind spot reading from us, go ahead and put me in the chat. We still have plenty of time for a few more. So, and she is here. All righty. Teresa, I'm going to mute myself. Yes, Aaron, you are on the list. I'm just pulling names randomly. Thank you for being here. And Thomas got you on the list. When one of you ladies are ready, just give me a holler and I'll put you in the big seat.
All right, I'm ready. Okay. All right, Teresa. So I'm focusing on, first of all, a whole lot of emotion. Okay. Sometimes emotion is, in latent terms, emotions make us cry sometimes, right? And yes, that is from a song. And no, I'm not gonna sing it. So you got 7 of Cups in reverse. Don't emotionally go to a negative place with that, because I see this as an awareness challenge by the rest of your cards. With the rest of your cards, I see Mask, Vision, and Creator, and I see Pilgrim. Now, when I see Mask, ultimately, I'm thinking, okay, there's something that we hide. There's something that we're not ready to present. There's lots of reasons why we wear a mask, right? I think you're wearing this one and you don't even realize that you're wearing it. Why do I say that? Because Warrior and Vessel are kind of sideways. And if you've ever had a read by me, anything that's laying sideways is a direct hit to you. So I don't think you're aware of this mask that you're wearing. I think that it affects your vision towards something. I think that it affects your creation towards something. And I think it is easily removed. Why do I think that? Because there is a promise that has been offered to you by the universe. And it is a promise that is a fulfillable one, because it's not just the Ace of Wands, which to me, all aces are promises. It's paired with him. So because you got the knight, because you got the ace, and because you got 10 of cups, it's going to be excessive. It's going to be overkill, right? You're going to have to pay it forward. That's how I know that it's not a difficult mask for you to figure out. You just have to figure out why you're wearing it, and why do you instinctively, without even realizing it, out of habit, put it on every single time. Is it a certain individual? Is it a certain place? There's a distinct reason why you wear it. It's not because you're wearing it because of embarrassment. I don't see embarrassment. What I see is a warrior and a vessel that's trying to come together, where the warrior is blocking the vessel. The vessel is why you wear the mask. But the warrior is the reason you wear it, because you need somebody to not see this weakness, this vulnerability, or that you're actually transparent about something because you have faith beyond belief. So be vulnerable, not only with yourself, but with whoever or whatever it is that you could be wearing a mask for. And honey, take that mask off, because it is your time to shine. What little bit is left of 2023, make it selfish and say it's all about me, and find a way to take that mask off for yourself. Now, you might not wear this consciously, but subconsciously you are definitely holding something back and holding something in, which means you are not being able to put all of you out there wholeheartedly, because you're holding back on something so fragile, because you're just, it's not a flower and it's not delicate, and you're not going to break either. So take your mask off and have fun and let your freak flag shine, baby. And that's what I got for you.
Thank you, my dear. She says, thank you, Hershe.
You're so welcome.
Hey, Strawberry Roo. Hello, Sharon. How are you, my dear? Good to see you. Girl, we got to get together and do a show. Okay. Oh, and Allyson, are you ready? You're muted.
Sorry, I'm over in my own world. Yes. So, and what was her name again? It's gone.
Oh, I'm sorry, hon. It's Teresa.
Teresa. So,
Yeah.
Teresa, I could read this a couple different ways. So just take it however it makes the most sense to you. There's something here about, this feels like an apology that either, it feels like an apology that, again, this is like a shadow thing. So this might be an apology that you could be making. Or it's one that is desired or needed to come in from you, but I don't feel like it is. But I have no ego. I absolutely could be wrong. I just feel like it's maybe an apology that would be coming from you. This could be towards maybe a couple other people. It might be somebody that you collaborated with in some sort of way. It could be family. This should happen. There's something, there's a bit of an urgency here, or a feel about that. And again, if the whole thing's flipped, it's that there's a need for this to come in quickly so there can be amends on your end with somebody. So either it's coming in or it's going out, but there's absolutely something here about an apology. And this involves more than two people. It could only be three. I'm not really sure. It could be a family dynamic. I don't know. I'm not going to get a million clarifiers going, but just, so I'll read this somewhat loosely, and hopefully this can be applied somewhere that makes sense to you. There's something here that I think that you knew, and maybe you felt like you were in control of it at some point. In the past could be last week, it could be 4 years ago, however that applies. Whatever this is about, I see you standing strong in your convictions, and feeling like, and that's another reason I feel like maybe this is coming into you, or it's feeling deserved, or whatever. This is, maybe it's something you just don't want to think about, and there's a lot of pain around this, and that's why the apology that's possibly needed. But I just keep feeling like this is, it doesn't necessarily have to be an apology, but maybe like a smoothing over of something, you know, but there's hurt feelings here with a group in some capacity. And there is a sense of urgency around this 8 of Wands. Yeah, I don't know. And this could be something that maybe was communicated or something you knew. And I have the Magician on this 8 of Wands. But anyhow, presently, yeah, I'm feeling like, you know, this is Queen of Pentacles, the Strength. This feels like you, whether or not, you know, you feel like you need this coming in, or you feel right about what happened and maybe there's a resistance to smooth over what this is. And I rarely do this. Those of you that see me give like 2 very different scenarios, but I'm just not being drawn in either direction. The outcome, Page of Pentacles with the Hierophant. I do feel like this is going to at some point be straightened out. And I do feel like you are, I feel like you are in the right. God, the further I'm reading into this, I feel like this is something that you should have coming. Yes, this is a shadow thing, but maybe it's just because this is something painful and you don't like thinking about it. And that's what it actually is. So, and I could go on and on. I've spent enough time talking on this, but yeah, I'm leaning more towards that. But however it makes sense, and again, sorry, I don't typically do that, but I wasn't really, and I'm still not sure. It's one or the other direction. Either it's you needing to do this or it's needing to come in for you. And it involves more than one person. So, all right, I'm just going to leave it there.
Okay, so just leaving a comment. So Teresa, yeah, you got some stuff going on, sweetheart. Yeah, let me make sure I have
one other thing. Can I just say, you could be dealing
sure.
with like a Taurus, a Leo, or somebody that has Mercury, you know, like a Gemini or a Virgo. That's possible as well. I'll just leave it there. Sorry, Heather.
No, it's okay.
I just realized I should have said that. A lot of Earth here too.
Okay, so we have a newcomer in our chat. Hello, Mutiny on Spaceship Earth. I am. So just so you know, I think you saw what I typed. My bad, that's fine. So let me know if you would still like a blind spot reading. We have enough room for another one, and then that may be it for the rest of the night. And by the way, Erin, while waiting for her reading, is making homemade chocolate chip cookies gluten-free. So that sounds delicious, especially. Oh, and hello, Michelle. I went to go click on to get off the screen, and boom, you popped right in under my picture. So hello, my dear. All righty, gotcha. So, Teresa, I'm using my my new De La Nuit Lenormand, and for some cards, I have some stuff written on the backs of them. Different perspectives. I like this. So I did get the Tower card. And then the Tower is a little different from Rick Tarot, but the towers represent places, could represent like an institution, a building of learning, something like that. But really, in this particular Lenormand, it's about supreme protection. You know, you're building projects, you're making sure everything's on a stable foundation. However, I feel like at this time you might, it says here, isolation. So, hey, Hershe, while you're shuffling, could you mute, sweetheart? It's just a little loud on my end.
Sure.
Thank you, dear. So I have the question for you posed by this card is about what makes you feel powerful and well-rooted in your everyday life. So it feels like you may want to, you're trying to rebuild something and you're keeping it to yourself in your tower, but it's just advising to make sure that whatever it is that you are building a new foundation for, make sure that you are not isolating yourself. And it's interesting how Hershe and Allyson were getting people that could be in your circle that might be influencing some unpleasant energy, especially at this time of year. It's hard with families for the holidays. I did get the magpies. I got the birds. And in this one here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this may or not represent how many people, but it feels like it's a unit. And with the birds cards, it's usually about communication and messages. And sometimes it also has to do with gossip. And so it's the card is making sure that you are trying to avoid any type of gossip. I don't know if you're necessarily hearing, unwanted or unwarranted gossip on your end, which might be leading to why you want to be more of a tower moment right now in isolation. Um, but just to make sure that during this time, especially with Mercury in retrograde, making clear your communication with others, making sure your boundaries are clear um, to people or and to yourself as well. I also did get the garden, and this is a place about where you can go to nourish your soul, nourish your find balance, find peace of mind. So making sure that while you're not isolating, but making sure that you're getting up, making sure you're meditating, taking good care of yourself, eating well, getting enough sleep. And the question here is because they pose questions on the cards, and it says here, what do you do when you need peace and balance? And the next card I have is the tree, which represents health, which represents being grounded. Again, there's the tower, being grounded, health. This also to me, trees represent not just home, but family trees as well. Making sure that um, making sure you're not isolating, but making sure that you're getting enough time to yourself. Home seems to be very comforting, a place where you like to run to for sanctuary. And the next card, which was on the bottom, they had to go with before the last two, is the cross card, and this could be about pain and trouble, some suffering going on. So um, I know it's hard to manage during the holidays. I mean, some of these seem like a little bit of a heavy cards, but your last two are really good, Teresa. So, making sure that you're not isolating too much, your boundaries are clear, they're stated for others and for yourself. You're making sure you're taking good care of your mind, body, and spirit, taking care of home, making sure that you stay grounded, like with the tree, and to deal with, basically coping skills to go through this. I did get the ship card, you're moving forward. And I also got the clover, which is about good luck, good tidings, good things coming your way. So I hope that helps, my dear. Let me get these set aside. If I can find where the rest of the deck went. I don't know where it went.
That
Okay.
birds card with the magpies is so cute. I love magpies. I love that. That is so stinking cute.
Yes, I love the bird cards in the Lenormand.
Yeah.
So we had a few other people that joined us. So let me just see if we heard from. I hear gossip, but don't acknowledge and don't repeat it. So the cards, like that's what the bird cards can represent: communication, but also kind of be wary, like nowadays with the way people talk and gossip, and with all their little, especially this time of year, being the worst with family talking about family and this and that. It's just really good. And if you think people are gossiping about you, it's one of those, what's that popular saying? I can't think of it right now offhand, but it's like, it's, oh, here we go. Here's one for you. It's mind over matter. I don't mind and you don't matter. So just being who you are and staying grounded.
How about, and what you think of me is none of my business.
Yes, that's the one I could not remember. Thank you. All righty. So, and let's see, Amanda. Oh, hello, Amanda. Thank you for being here. We had someone named Music pop in. What up to everybody in chat? Hello, Music. I'm not sure if I know who you are. If I've seen you in chat before, but welcome. Hello, Mousy. Good. Oh my goodness, chat really did jump. Anything shiny? Yes. Like the little birds. Anything shiny baubles. There's brain to body ratio. That's better than okay. We must be like nice little discussion going on. So, all righty. Let's see who is new. Let's go for somebody new that hasn't had a reading from us before. Let's go to Mutiny on Spaceship Earth. Yeah, I'm going to use the same deck. I can just find where the rest of it is. You all right?
Yeah, I'm
Fine
on
on
the
us, are you?
floor, all like a pretzel. I'm not 20 anymore.
Oh my God.
Let's see, Mutiny on Spaceship Earth. That is so cute. Okay, so this is a what is it again? A shadow reading?
Blind spot.
Blind spot. I'm like, I know that's not right. Blind spot, yes.
Yes, for everybody who's joined us, Hershe the Shadow Reader is our guest extraordinaire tonight. And she does something called blind spot reading. She has her own unique layout that she does. And Allyson and I are just following behind it with our cards. So for anybody who doesn't know who she is, this is Miss Hershe. She does have a channel, and I hope you like and subscribe to Hershe's channel and to Allyson's as well. And hello, Kelly here. Hello. Oh, yep. And Kelly Hiller's here. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Okay, Mousy, I'll put you in. I'm not sure if we will have enough time, but I will add you. Oh, I just didn't put you. Oh no. I just banned Mousy. The chat jumped. Can I change that? Steven, help me. How do I unban somebody? Do I gotta go to their page? Oh. Mousy, I am so sorry. That was an accident. Oh, I hate when that happens. I'm going to have to go to Mousy's channel probably later. Admin. I don't know how to admin.
Have one of your moderators go in and undo it. One of your mods can go in and undo it. Okay, I've had to do it before. It happens all the time.
I mean, I get used. I feel bad when 300 seconds, but when it's a ban, it's just like, oh no. So Steven, if you could do that, please, if you can. And Mousy, I apologize. Are you ready, my dear?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Alrighty. And this is again for Mutiny on Spaceship.
So I know my team says I've never read for you. So first and foremost, I want to say that I think you should probably maybe, if you're not a person that has divination tools or some form of release, I would say that it could be in your best effort to figure out how and which primal release is your soul reliever and release, and find it as soon as possible and maybe make it happen. You've got King of Coins in reverse. For me, I'm a shadow reader. Pentacles is not always a good thing. I know everybody likes to brag and boast about them, but guess what? There's two sides to every coin, and sometimes it's about the miser, and it's about the concrete jungle, and it's about Wall Street crashing, and it's about a Scrooge, and it's about somebody that is just not keeping their books correctly when it comes to materialistic objects, or they could be hoarding them, or there's a lot of ways that they can be challenging their materialistic value and wealth, right? But you got the King of Coins in reverse, and it's paired with the Devil, and it's also paired with the Eight of Swords. So I honestly, truly, in my whole feel that like the whole part of all of this is strictly about there's something that maybe you just can't unclench. When I say clench, I mean like you hold on to it in your heart. You hold on to it to where It's formed a barrier of like protection for you. You know, you feel like because you're able to hold on to this specific kind of emotion when it comes to the King of Pentacles, this material, this object, whatever it is. And I've got medallion and destroyer. So could it be a family heirloom? Could be, absolutely. Could it be a vault box? I guess so. Could it be a market tip? Sure, why not? It could be a lottery ticket. I don't know. I don't know. Something that you put value in, something that you hold as a materialistic object. I put a lot of weight in my Yan coin. You understand what I mean? Like, I will lose my shit if I can't find my Yan coin, right? But with you having protection, eye for an eye, kneel before no man, and remember the sweet before you remember nostalgia, that meaning that don't go into the negative part of the memory once you figure out what it is that you're holding on to in a very not so healthy way. Once you figure out why you're holding on to it in an unhealthy way, and you find a way to release it, remember to hold on to the sweet part of it and let go of the nostalgia part that made you feel like you was this reversed king of coin. Okay, because you want to turn that around, and the only way to turn your smile back in the right direction is to figure out why you got a frown on your face in the first place. And even though it's in your subconscious and you can't see it because it's not currently on your present face, it's there and it's not comfortable. So you need to find a way to build a path between your subconscious and your conscious and figure out why you are being the way you are over a very one specific item that is destroying you, the reason that you are bound to it, the way you are tied to it, the way that you hold on to it. There's something there. And once you figure it out subconsciously, consciously it'll kick out and you'll be able to release and you'll be able to figure out a way to live without holding on to things in a negative aspect. And that's what I got for you for your blind spot, sweetheart.
Thank you, my dear. And I put that up there really quick. Aaron said, preach, Hershe.
Sorry, I wasn't preaching.
No. She's just saying, it's just, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's backing you up. So, and make sure to the link to Allyson's channel. Oops, Marie. Okay. Yeah, I tried finding Mousy and I couldn't do it. I was getting everybody but her. So, if anyone, if you're watching this Mousy back, as soon as we're done with the live, I'll go through to my iPad on YouTube and see if I can find you and unban you. Again, apologies. Oh, there you are. You're here. Thank you, Stephen. I felt bad. Okay, and Allyson, your turn.
Hi. What's her name again?
Oh, I'm sorry. I had it up there so that it's no, wait a minute. Are we still doing mutiny? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mutiny
on Spaceship Earth. There's something here that either you've completed, it's completely done, it's wrapped up, or it's going to, or you need to, or whatever. It's been something that's caused a lot of confusion, a lot of stress. I've got the 7 of Cups here upright, but it feels like reverse energy, honestly. So yeah, which is just, it's chaotic, stressful. But this is something that's either coming to an end or it needs to come to an end. Again, this is about, God, why can't I remember it? What is it? The reading?
Oh, blind spot.
Blind spot. Duh. What is that? Anyways, blind spot, because I'm being blind to it. Yes. So this is a blind spot. This is something that needs to be put to bed, whatever this is. I feel like in the past, this Queen of Pentacles keeps showing up for everybody. I don't know what the hell's with her, but she keeps showing up. But anyways, Queen of Pentacles in the past, I feel like this is you. being very much in control of whatever a situation was at some point. And I feel like you are wanting to move into your happiness at this point, or you already are. But again, this is very much a blind spot. There's something that's not being taken care of, and you're moving into this Four of Pentacles energy, which to me, looking at the rest of this, would be like, yeah, moving forward, but still haven't let go of whatever the hell this is, like whatever it is. And hopefully you know what it is, but if you don't, think about it. Again, this is like a, this may or may not be something that you know what it is offhand. I've got a lot of clarifiers here, so let me just tell you what I've got, and maybe this will make sense to you, if not now, but later. So again, in the past here, this more past energy, it's very much like a very grounded queen, right? So, very like home energy. She's a mother, she's good with money, she's organized, she's disciplined, she's loving, all that kind of stuff. So it's like kind of what you show the world kind of thing. And I've never really gotten that off of that, but that's kind of what this feels like. But clarifying that there is a need to let go of something, or or there's like a disinterest in something, or not wanting whatever this thing is. You can't not think about it. I have the Eight of Swords here again, and there is the Emperor on this. So it could involve like a domineering person, or somebody who's got kind of like boss energy. It could be an Aries. I don't feel like that's what it is, but it could be. Or this could be an aspect of yourself that's missing. So just kind of take it however it applies. That was like the last one I pulled out. So, but I still wanted to mention it. But in this present energy, 10 of Cups, I feel like there's good stuff here. Like, again, this is like something that's not being dealt with. So like, your current energy, I do have the 10 of Cups, which is about happiness. It can be family, but it doesn't need to be. But there is some sort of conflict here with the Five of Swords. Page of Wands is here too. So there is a desire to act on whatever this is I'm feeling, but I just don't think that it's happening. And I do think you will move forward from it in some way. Maybe even completely. I have the Chariot here with a Page of Swords, which is about truth, but it's like you don't fully move on from it. This could be something very much in your unconscious. This could be something in your childhood. I have no idea. But there's something here. But again, the world is here suggesting it is going to happen. This is the overall energy. But it's being clarified by the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Swords, which is just confusion and chaotic energy and stress and worry and this and that, whatever. I mean, this could even be in the dream state. This is coming to me for whatever reason. So I don't know. But this is the thing. This is the blind spot. There's something here. This Queen of Pentacles could also be a mother energy. It's possible. It is Christmas time. A lot of people, thank God I don't. I clean my stuff up. But I mean, it could be somebody, we all of us to some degree have something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm throwing a lot of stuff out tonight. I don't know. But anyways, that's what I'm getting. So hopefully that makes sense in some sort of way. I'm going to stop there.
Okay. Thank you, Allyson.
I do have Cancer. You're welcome. And I'm sorry. I have Cancer energy here. And there's who else is here? That's really the only the Emperor's here, Aries. And actually everything's represented here, all the signs. So I'll stop.
Alrighty. Thank you. So I'm just gonna mute me. I'll just call you Earth. I love the name though. It's very clever. I love it. So here, let me just take this down for a second. There we go. So yeah, you've got something going on. I have what's standing out to me. I'm using my Lenormand, my Louis Norman, and the card in the middle that's standing out is the Heart card. So this has to do something, a connection with your heart with a loved one, or loved ones, or people within your circle. The heart is all about like commitment, love, projects, things that are inspiring, things that, this could even be self-love as well, but I think it's supposed to do with an individual person or persons in your life, because I did get, so the beginning cards I have the scythe, and I
Sure.
also have the cross again. And so the scythe is all about cutting, removing things that no longer serve you, whether that be energetic cords cut to you, or people in your life. And it's interesting that, because I'm still learning the imagery in this deck, that the scythe is actually right where the heart is. And it comes to do with the heart. So this thing that's getting cut away is something that's is a person or persons that are very connected to you. It's bringing you a lot of suffering, and the heart is in the middle. And I did get the mice card, and mice may be cute, but they're very disruptive. They get in, they destroy, they can eat away. Like at, with the cards, it's about, like, eating away at food, eating away at the house, the foundation. But this is something that is really eating away at you. You feel like that there is this person or persons that are eating away at the love. It's like, it feels like someone is like taking advantage of you. And the card here, let me find there was an affirmation or a question that it wants to ask you. And it says here, are you looking out enough for your best interest? And the affirmation is, I can protect myself from anything that's not good for me. So protecting your heart, cutting those out in your life that are not bringing you, that are not doing anything good, that's bringing you suffering, that's mischievous, that's causing you distress, and just turning away and walking away from it. Here's the female card with well, this is actually the bouquet card, and this is like the bride holding her bouquet, and instead of giving it away, she's holding on that for you, for herself. So take take your beautiful soul, take your beautiful heart, yourself, and move it away from those who don't deserve to be in your circle, that don't deserve to be within, deserve your love, that take advantage of you, that mistreat you. I mean, that's just very clear with all these cards. There's people that got, people, places, things that got to be cut out of your life, is causing you harm, is causing you pain, it's breaking your heart, and you need to look out for yourself. And so I'm going to end with that. All righty. Yes, thank you, Miss Tarot D. And Hershe says, I love you. We all love you, Miss Tarot D. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Stephen, for posting all of our links. You are awesome. And let's see, we're at 9:02. So let me just remove the ones that we have already read for, so I can get a clear look at who we still have. Let's see, people who we don't typically read for. Erin, making her cookies. Are you here? Erin. And Mutiny says, truly incredible, mind blowing. Look, I'm glad it resonated with you. And Callie just subscribed to Stephen. Thank you. And so, all righty. Erin and her chocolate chip cookies that she's making. Erin, my dear, are you still here? Because it's easier, because we really, for especially for Hershe to do the blind spot, she needs for you to be, oh, yep, you're here. Okay. All good. I thank you again, everybody, for hanging out with Hershe and Allyson tonight. Stephen has been awesome putting links in for everyone's channels, their donations. Thank you. Please remember to please hit like, subscribe to these wonderful ladies, these amazing readers that are with me tonight. I thank you for spending your Friday with us. Hershe, you want me to go first, hon? Or are you ready?
You can go ahead.
Okay.
They had me pick an extra one, so I'm thrown off just here real second.
Okay.
Not thrown.
Ooh, all right. Aaron, I got the Queen of Water, which is basically the Queen of Cups. Very nurturing, very loving. Four of Fire, Four of Wands. So that's a lot of celebration coming on. And then we have the Five of Water. And of course, this time of year, Five of Water is usually the Five of Cups is when we kind of, that almost a bit of a nostalgia where we kind of cry for what we used to have, which we might not. And at this time of year, um, a lot of people, a lot of us feel like that with the holidays. I know for me, traditions that are lost, people, that, don't want to come together to, to continue with traditions or just memories of when we were younger, when we had our parents or loved ones with us. So that's in the middle of the cards. So it almost kind of feels like trying to move away, trying to like, move from this heartbreak or the sadness from this time of year. I also did get Five of Earth. I got which is the Five of Pentacles, and this has to do kind of feelings with lack, feeling like you don't have enough. And you do. You are enough. That's what I'm getting, because the last card I have is the Queen of Fire, which is the Queen of Wands. A very fiery, creative energy, that beautiful candle, that light, that spark. So with this Five of Water, it's trying to move away from feelings of sadness, regret, looking past anything that you may feel scared. And I know a lot of people feel scarce about not having enough money, this year, with the holidays and stuff. I mean, I think that's a lot for every year. There's that feeling of not having, just the loss of, tradition or emotions or feeling the way we used to feel during the holidays, and feeling like there might be a lack, like there may not be enough money for gifts, or there may not be enough, um, possibly even, people, in our lives to help us get through with the holidays. But this beautiful Queen of Fire, look at her. She holds the candle, and I love where they have her holding the candles right at her, pretty much at her solar plexus, where we sit our power. That's our seat of our power. That's where we stand in the truth of who we are. And she's very confident. She's holding that light, and she's letting nourish and cherish that fire that's within you, that spirit. The spirit of the season is within you, okay, in your heart. Doesn't necessarily have to do with having enough money for gifts, or not being able to continue with, maybe traditions, or missing people, which, we all go through. But just that beautiful, with the fire, with the celebration, just continue nurturing yourself and others, celebrating the season, the best that you can by being your beautiful, authentic self. That's all you need, sweetheart. And I'm just going to end it at there. So I hope that helped. And let me put your name back up on here, and give you over to Hershe.
Was there any way Allyson would be ready? They've kind of really thrown a monkey wrench at
Oh,
me
okay.
here.
Yeah. Yep.
Sure. Wow.
Thank you.
And
That
absolutely,
conference
Aaron, right? Aaron.
Yep. Aaron.
So there's something here. There's something that you invested in some sort of way, and I don't necessarily think you see it accurately. Like maybe you don't see the reality, like maybe you downplay what all you've done, or something like that. In this past energy, I have that you really did you did triumph, and I'm wondering if maybe there's some issue about something that you succeeded in, like the reality of it, or maybe there's some sort of talk about whatever that was and you don't care for it, possibly. I don't know. This part, I'm not. There was something successful at some point in the past, and here you are presently, and you're burdened by something, or it's been very well, or it's been hard won, right? So like it was very hard to get to wherever, whatever this is at this point, whether it's a relationship, whether it's work, whether it's a status thing. I don't know what this is, but it's Nine of Wands energy, which is very like battle worn, right? Like it was really hard. It took a lot to get to where you are. But in the past, again, there was a success here, but there's something with the Page of Swords attached to that. So that can be like, well, there can be a lot of different things, but I'm not going to get too focused on that. This is where you are here with this Nine of Wands. It's being clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. So it's like you're doing well, or you have what you need, if you will. But again, it was hard won. So it's kind of like it's a dual energy, right? So again, I don't know if this is, it could be work. It could be, everything is represented here. So I don't really know what part of your life this would be. And I don't even need to know. I'm just hoping that this makes sense for you. The outcome is the Queen of Swords. This is like standing in your power. You're going to be truthful. You're going to, move forward. You're going to be okay. It's not like this thing is gonna, it's like it's there, whatever this is. And it does feel mental, like it's in your head, whatever this is. But Queen of Swords is the outcome with the Hermit. So the outcome or the hope is that you will be giving this some thought. You will go within, you will work on whatever this is. And again, the overall energy I have, is the Seven of Pentacles. So it's about something you've invested in, but there is something here that's just playing on a loop with the Eight of Swords, whatever this is. So this whole thing feels very much like your thoughts, like how you feel about something. And I keep going back to this Page of Swords with the Six of Wands, from where this all really spins from. So there's something here. Maybe it's something in regards to something that was achieved or accomplished. I don't know. And I'm tempted to throw more on this, but again, these are just supposed to be quick reads. But I don't know. Is she there saying anything?
Yep, right here.
Dealing with a breakup. He's going to move back to Arizona.
And then she added, tried to keep my ex-boyfriend afloat financially, but he's still losing his place. And she says, I've had no victories lately, ? So those were her last comments while you were reading.
Well, this could be, this was the relationship initially. That's the Six of Wands. Like, it was working for a while or whatever, but there is some sort of, if I gave it some thought, maybe that Page of Swords with that would make sense. But if this is what this is regarding, usually my love readings, hold on just 1 second. Yeah, feeling battle worn. Did she say she was helping him financially?
Yeah, but she can't anymore.
Nine of Pentacles.
She tried to keep him afloat, but he's still losing his place.
Yeah. So yep.
It's an
right.
ex-boyfriend.
So it's something you invested in, but it's very no. This does. Yeah, it does all make sense. Okay, so the outcome here, it's all going to work out. You're going to learn a lot from this. And yeah, that sucks. And I'm sorry to hear that. But, you do come out the Queen of Swords with the Hermit. You're going to learn a lot from this. It's going to be a valuable life experience. You're probably like, yeah, great. Like you didn't need to go through that. But hey, that's what we do when we come here, right? To Earth. And I'm not making light of it. I've got stories like that myself. But or similar anyways.
So does Michelle. We're all sharing.
It's going to be okay. You're going to come out on the other end of this. But yeah. And there is a lot of pentacles here, and there's swords. Yeah.
Yeah, she says money and love.
There's no cups here. I don't see any love here at all. So
I just had one for her. She said that he couldn't stop seeing Crystal. I'm assuming that's another girl. My heart breaks regardless.
There's no, maybe on your end, I'm sure, but I would say, cut your losses. That doesn't mean that it's simple to do. I totally get it, but and I'm sure. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. You'll
And
be all
Michelle
right.
said, spot on, Allyson. I was in your situation 11 years ago, Aaron. I pulled the Eight of Swords then too. It fits. So, yeah.
Okay. All
So
right.
sorry
Good luck
about
to you,
that,
honey.
sweetheart. Yeah, we're all sending you hugs and giving over to Hershe.
I don't like being a shadow reader sometimes. Okay. All right.
But you're so gifted at it because you're such a beautiful soul and light that you're able to help people with this.
I'll be right back.
So, what do we got going on back here? Okay, so look.
Let me put her name back up.
Not often does shadow work tickle. Okay. I don't always have control over what I see when I connect to you guys, when I read for you. And sometimes I have to take a moment and I have to decompress and I have to push some of the things away. So first I want to start with telling you that the animal instinct inside of you, you get that from your mother. Okay, that motherly instinct that we get from our mothers, whether we're male or female, we get that from the blood that grew us, the yearning, the breath, everything that body did to create you in utero was a connection, an animal instinct to a connected mammal, like through the umbilical cord. I hope you understand where I'm going with this. What I want you to understand is that the animal in you is screaming for breath, for food, procreation, physicality, all of that in every single one of us. But yours really wants you to get out there. And I mean, I'm talking about putting dirt under your nails. And you see how clean I keep my nails? I do not play. No. But I get out there and I will dig so deep in dirt and I will just literally leave my hands in the earth and just neutralize and release all kinds of toxins, right? I just give it right back to the earth because I know the earth can take it when I can't. I can't carry it anymore, okay? There is a fault line ahead of you, honey, and I need you to get away from it. Don't walk beside it thinking that you can skip to Maluda Day to this tower moment. This fault line is ahead of you. This fault line is a direct ascension to your mother, right? You got animal created by mother, fault line. This is the umbilical cord that is being cut from your mother. This is a fault line that is waiting for you. I'm sorry. The sword is the fault line, the mother umbilical cord being cut from you, but this is the fault line that you're headed to because you have cut the umbilical cord. You are following and trusting the animal instinct within you, but this fault line that you're headed to, it's going to seed something. It's going to start something, and it's not going to be fair, but fault lines are meant to totally take something out so that it can be rebuilt with gold. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a Japanese tradition when something or a vase or a dish or something cracks, they fuse it with gold. And it is the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. And it's just, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know what the name of it is, but I'm sure somebody knows what the name of it is, or literally go in Google and say Japanese art made with cracks and gold, and it'll show up. I promise. But I need you to understand that this is a seed they need you to start working on. There's a seed inside all of them layers and layers and layers and layers. There's a seed right in the middle of that is calling for you. And that seed comes from your father. So you got your mother where you are cutting the umbilical cord. You are severing ties. And with swords, we do this our whole life. We're constantly cutting off what doesn't serve us. But it's coming from a motherly instinct. Okay, I'm not saying your mother. It could be your best friend's mother. It could be the mother down the road. It could be the cat down the road's mother, and you don't get along with her, and you got to cut that tie, or you just got to cut that energy. That's the kind of energy you have to cut. Sometimes motherly energies can get suffocating, overly abearing. All of them. The Empress on reverse, that's mothering mother energy that I'm talking about. But what I need you to understand is this father energy, this shadow, this seed that they're trying to create, and they're trying for you to understand. It's truly about what's ahead of you, and what ahead of you has to do with size, order, and the attunement that you hold all of the cords cut in place. Like literally cut all the cords and then throw them all in your hand, and then don't look and start plucking them out one at a time. Oh, that's a short one. We don't even got to deal with it. We don't have time for it, right? When you get to the one and only long cord, cut it up. Doesn't matter. You get to another long cord, cut it up. Every time you pull out a long cord, I want you to cut it up. You have got to cut off what isn't serving you. I don't care what kind of smothering energy it is, male or female is completely excluded. I'm going on energy alone here. And energy says male and female because you got mother, the sword. And for any of you that don't know the deck, it's the Archetype Oracle by Kim Krans. And this is a mother card. Believe it or not, it really is. And you got the father card. So
Wow.
this is
truly
cool about parental suffocating energy with a fault line, animal instincts. Listen, Buddha says get outside, get your nails dirty, and listen for the roar, because enlightenment is headed your way, and it starts with cord cutting. And that's what I got for you, sweetheart.
That's beautiful. She says so much internal screaming, nearly constantly. And she said, the emotion in your voice is touching, love, and respect, Hershe. That was powerful. I wanted to cry.
It's not easy when it's that
like
heavy.
That with my mother. Mm-hmm.
And feel free to reach out if you ever, want to deep dive anything.
Yeah. She goes, I've got a smother mother alive with. I'm 40 and so fed up. Aaron, I was 30, and it didn't end until she passed. So I understand what it's like to, have a very difficult mother.
I think she said she lives with her.
Oh, you live with her? Oh, wow.
She said, live with, and I think it's supposed to be an I. The I is next to the A on the keyboard.
Oh, I live with. Okay, but I can't escape. Oh, wow, sweetheart. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I felt the same.
You can always run outside and literally stick your hands in the dirt and just scream and put it all in the earth. Give it back to the earth. Mm-hmm. You send all the energy back tenfold with light and love, and then run outside and stick your hands in the dirt and just scream from your gut as loud as you can in your head and just let it go. Let it go. You can find a way to release. I promise.
Thank you. That was powerful. Thank you, my dear. So our next person up is going to be Thomas, because I don't think we've ever read for Thomas on our Friday night show. So Thomas is next. And all this love, Aaron, to everyone showing you in chat. This is what I love about our chats. People are so kind, supportive, caring. So many of us have been in similar situations, and when we come here, it's a safe space to share all this with. It really is. That's why I was so happy to finally have a boyfriend. Yeah, honey, but sometimes they can't be our savior. We got to be our own savior. We have to, we have to rely on ourselves to get us through things. I mean, I was lucky to have Shan help me through with my mother in those last years, and it stuck with me. But, we don't give ourselves enough credit for our own resilience, our own strength, things that we've gone through over the years. And there are times when we don't give ourselves enough credit for how strong we are and how far we've come. So try to really show yourself some of that love and that support, my dear. And Amanda says, agree, Hershe. I've been looking for a good place to scream on the earth without scaring anyone. Yep.
I do it all the time. Oh my God, this is easy. I'm ready.
Okay. Well, it's Thomas, so it's like you don't really know each other.
I mean, the cards literally laid themselves out earlier today. Thomas, look, you got Vow again and Siren again. Okay. All right. We did this a couple hours ago. So, listen, the answer is not here right now, but it is so close at hand. It is a solution. It's not just an answer, and it is en route to you as we speak right now. It's got a long journey to get to you, but it's meant for you, and it'll hit a million detours before it ever passes you by. It's going to find you, and you are going to prosper. You got Life is Beautiful, Love Garden, and Be Groovy or Leave, man. I'm telling you, you don't really have any blind spots, Thomas, because you keep up with your shit. You do your shadow work. You're constantly staying on top of your game, and you're constantly giving your gift away. So keep doing what you're doing, brother. Don't stop. Much love and respect. Keep glowing and keep growing. Happy holidays.
I love that.
Yep.
keep growing and keep glowing and keep growing. I love that.
Yep.
That would be great on a t-shirt, Hershe. You should have one printed up through Canva.
It's one of my sigils, so I'm pretty used to saying it. So I should get it on a t-shirt, though. I got a bunch of sigils, so I should get printed on stuff.
Yeah. Most definitely. And really quick, PD has joined us from the Tarot Lounge. PD, you gotta let me know. Allyson, I would love to have you on as a guest with us some night. We like bringing new people on, like Miss Hershe. So let's see. Making sure there wasn't any other comments. She goes, that's why I was so happy to finally have a boyfriend. Well, that was with Aaron. But yeah, sometimes it's like you gotta be, your own savior, your own knight in shining armor. And he says, thank you, Hershe. And I think Allyson is still pulling cards. So I'm going to go ahead. And Thomas, I think it's the first time I ever read for you, I think.
Really?
Yes. So Thomas, I got the 6 of air. You are moving forward. The 6 of swords. You're crossing. Well, you are crossing the river, but this is also in the sky. You have the birds to your back. They're joining you. You are flying with your flock. You are flying with, like the geese when they fly together. In the sky, they're flying with you. You have your flock with you. I got the world card. Things are coming full circle. You share your love with the world, even if it's our tiny little bit of the world here, but you touch people on so many different levels. And that's a beautiful gift. I have the Empress. I mean, these are all beautiful cards. I have the Empress, very loving, very mothering, very nurturing. And you show that with when you do your shows for like Thanksgiving for people who don't have a family. You and Hershe did that live that day together to help give people a place to go and hang and talk to if they were lonely. Same thing with the coming holidays. You're always opening yourself up for others, to be someone there for others when they don't have it. Ace of Fire, you are the lantern, you are the light. You help guide. You have that beautiful inner light that you shine. The lantern, the guiding light. Oh my God, the Sun card. I want these cards.
I do too.
Cards. And beautiful Sun card. And very last card, the Hierophant. And you have the keys. You have all of these. For me, this is very much magician for me in this deck. But you have everything that you need in place. You have the keys, but you don't. It's like you offer people messages. You give them the keys. You have people unlock the locks themselves. You give them the knowledge, the wisdom, the guidance to be able to help people unlock those doors for themselves. Instead of being handed all the answers, you give them keys, you give them bits of knowledge so that they can feel good about themselves, being able to work towards their goals. And they're developing their, whatever those goals are, developing self-esteem, developing their spirituality. Like with Erin, helping her through a dark moment. You have those kinds of keys where that you give these people this bits of wisdom and knowledge, and that beautiful gift of, here's the key, now you go unlock that door, you do, you have everything that you need. And when they unlock that door themselves, like I'm sure what you did, when you have that key and you unlock it yourself and you open that up, that's such a beautiful feeling, knowing that you have support from the universe and others, but you were the one that took it, and that took that fire and that sun, and you lit that up and you unlocked the door yourself. And so I'm going to end there, because that poetic side of myself keeps wanting, like I'm writing a poem or something. So I, I have to stop, or I'm going to keep going there. So I hope that resonated with you, Thomas. And it says, holy moly, so much power and positivity. Well, yes, because that's what you give to others. So that's naturally, right there, reflecting back to you. And now it is Allyson's turn.
Oh, hi.
Thomas.
Thomas. So I think this is regarding a relationship in your life. I don't know if this is family or romantic or whatever this is. It may not be, but I do feel like that's what this is. I feel like you're invested in, your life right now, whatever it is that you spend the bulk of your time on. I feel like that part of it is just basically about you, but in part, I think you're busy working with all that. To some degree, it could even be a small percentage. Again, this is about blind spots. That there's this thing that you know about, that you think about, but you are all about business to some degree. That's where you are now with all, you got some Page of Swords, King of Swords is the clarifiers for this Seven of Pentacles energy. Moving forward, I see you in the Nine of Wands. So, you're going to get through it. You're going to move forward. But, this is something that you've had to, carry in some sort of way. You're very defensive of whatever this was. I feel like something was done to you in some sort of way. And you know how to move forward from this, and you will. Again, Nine of Wands energy is, means you've been through it, but you're still standing, right? I'm sure you know this. I mean, your title is Tarot Your Way. So clarifying, Seven of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. So, but this past energy is the Knight of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. So, and it does feel like this is a person, as I'm sure it could be, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't mean that it is, but I also have the Devil here, which is also Capricorn. So there's some sort of something there that was unsavory in this dynamic. And again, it doesn't mean it's a lover, could be a friend, could even be possibly a situation. Again, you know how to read the cards, so make of this what you will. But yeah, Knight of Swords clarified by Queen of Pentacles and the Devil. So, but the overall energy is the Magician. You got what you need to get out of this. With the Ace of Pentacles is a clarifier. So yeah, you're going to, whatever this blind spot is, you got this. You will come out of this, overcome it. But it, again, the outcome, Nine of Wands. So whatever this is, and I'm sure that Nine of Wands is somehow connected to whatever this devilish energy is, I could sit here and list different things, but you know what the devil is. Yeah. It could be a lot of different things. So however that applies to you in this dynamic. And again, doesn't mean that it's a relationship, but I can stop talking. You're a reader. You will interpret this and get what this means.
He's an incredible reader. I've learned a lot from him already. Yeah.
Anyways, that's what I got for you, Thomas. Good luck, and I probably don't need to tell you, but yeah, I got Capricorn energy here and the Magician here. So Mercury, I don't read that as signs. Some people do, but that's Mercury. So Gemini, Virgo, whatever.
Okay. He says, yes, the
And
embattled warrior, but duty calls.
lots of swords. Yeah, lots of swords of pentacles. So you got earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So anyways, hopefully this meant something to you, and good luck.
Okay, really quick, Allyson. It's Teresa has been would like to send you a donation, and she's trying to make sure she's got the right Allyson. Is your picture with the little black and white doggy? Just wanted to verify that's your Venmo.
No. It's thank you. It's Allyson, and then it's Allyson backwards, and then Allyson.
But she wants to make
and it's
sure.
my little black and tan Chihuahua. It's not this white and black dog.
Oh, okay. Maybe I got that wrong. But yes, she was trying to get you, and a couple of people have been asking me to get your attention. I'm like, I will. So
thank you. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, I think it's she's laying on a little turquoise pillow. I think it's that same picture. Little black and tan Chihuahua.
Yes, and thank you for your donation.
Thank
and
you.
Also, really quick, you have been getting a lot of love for your plant babies. Michelle loves your plants.
And there's so plants everywhere. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a jungle in here for sure. You should see my living room. Well, you could see part of it where I sit and do my lives, but there's a lot of plants.
That was the question. So it was to confirm what her Venmo looks like. So it's the black and tan little doggy Lulu.
Yeah, black and tan Chihuahua.
And hello, Linda. Thank you for popping in. So, ladies, we have I have 3 more people starred. Are you okay for 3, or do we want to just do one more? We're at 9:36. I want to know what your energy
I'll do one
are.
more, and then I'm gonna go.
Okay, so
and you guys,
Adelia
obviously,
and Ellen,
I've been up since 4. I am very tired.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah, I gotta. This morning I woke up early and couldn't go back to sleep. I usually don't get up till 5.
Well, I would like for us to do Mousy, especially since I accidentally banned her. I
overheard that. Yes, that's too bad.
So Adelia, you're here very often. So are you, Ellen. Thank you so much for your support. And but we're going to be finishing with Mousy for this evening. And thank you again, everybody. Miss Tarot D wants to know, has he a sweater on?
Yes.
Yes.
She does. I think she's got a striped multicolored sweater in the picture, and she's laying on a little turquoise pillow, if I remember correctly. Okay. Yeah.
All righty.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for your donations. And thank you again, everybody, for being here. Wow, we have 25 people in chat. That is wonderful. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Glad Mousy is back. Me too, Erin. I felt so bad. That's how people don't realize when you do StreamYard, the chat jumps really quick. So if you're, taking your cursor and you're going to click and highlight someone's comment, if that chat jumps, it'll put your clicker right under, it could be highlight, it could be timeout. And unfortunately, that time when I clicked on it, it jumped up and hit the, the ban the user. So, and Miss Tarot D said, the 3 of you vibe very well. Keep it up, ladies. Thank you, my dear. Yep, Teresa said that's the one. Yay. Oh, thank you, Ellen. She says, I understand that you guys worked hard, and I was very impressed by the readings. Oh, thank you, Ellen. Alrighty, we're going to put Hershe in the hot seat because I hear she's getting ready.
I am. Okay, so I didn't speak when they spoke to any and all for those that made donations. Thank you much. Holiday season, greatly appreciated and very much needed. Blind spot. Yeah. Did somebody try to like sell you some pyrite and tell you it was gold, honey? All that glitter showed up. So, somebody trying to sell you a bridge in Brooklyn. I mean, do you see where I'm going with this here? Like literally, it sent you to the edge, not over the edge, to the edge. You got to it, and then you set it on fire. Not yourself. You set it on fire. You recognized the pattern. You recognized the intention that somebody had that was coming at you, coming for you, or talking to you. Might have been talking out their neck, like, who is they talking to? You know what I mean? And you understood that pattern, but it did do something. And it didn't intentionally do something to the conscious because of the protection that you wear, this outer core that you wear. That subconscious felt it. The subconscious felt it because there's a part of you that needs to deep dive something so intimate about you that it's literally going to go into your crone ship and that part of your life. If you do not figure out what it is, if you don't get in there and figure out what it is because of how bad you need to be healed, it's going to carry into parts of your life. Or if you're a crone age, then it's probably carried you all the way into your crone years. But if you haven't gotten to those beautiful golden years yet, you need to understand whatever it is, you need to find a way to heal from it. When you do, though, because you're a star seed, you have a new idea that will be star born. You will be able to bring something positive from the uncomfortable, ugly. I'm telling y'all, I can't talk tonight. Y'all, anything's liable to come up my mouth. So we're going to end it with that, but just know whatever it is that wounded the subconscious and it put that insecurity there to where you feel like just that you will find a way to release it, to heal from it, and then you'll be able to turn that pain into a lesson, and then that lesson into a blessing. So keep shining, baby. You got it. Just keep going, and that's your message that I got for you, honey. Keep them blind spots clean and keep the mirrors shiny so can't nothing get past you.
Wow, beautiful. I just love when Hershe reads. It's just like, it's like when I say not pulpit, like speaking over people, but it's like, you're staying in a crowd and you're talking and you're this and it's just, you have that, what's that word? Heather, shut up, right? I think people know what I mean. It's like, yeah.
It'll come to you.
Yeah, eventually, or maybe not. I'll be half asleep tonight. I'll be like, that's what.
I'll see it when I wake up in the morning. I'll understand.
And she says, understand. So
Good.
She got the message and she understands. Okay, bye, Teresa. Thank you. And Mousy said she's 71, I think. Oh, wow. And don't forget, you're on mute, Allyson.
Sorry, I didn't know it was my turn. Can you guys hear me? I turned the volume down. Okay.
Oh yeah, here's really good.
So, and it's Mousy, right?
Oh, I have to check that down again. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. So, Mousy, there's the overall energy here is the Tower. So, which sounds so dramatic. It doesn't necessarily mean it's as dramatic as the tarot makes it sound. So there's something here, and again, this is about a blind spot. So there's something here that completely was torn down, broke down, devastating, whatever. Again, sounds very dramatic. It could be family. It could be something that's very important to you. It's being clarified by the Hierophant. So and this could be something that, you know, you worked hard for or planned for. Could be a relationship, could be a marriage, could be, you know, something very different from that. But I have the Three of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles clarifying it. So this was something of some importance that completely, you know, essentially burned down, gone, whatever. It could be a relationship. I'm seeing this come up more where actually that can be what that is. Anyhow, it was something that you I don't think that you and you might have even done this. I don't think this is something that you anticipated happening, whatever this was. And usually we don't when it's a tower. Usually a tower is something that seemingly comes out of nowhere, although often we have some sort of indicators, but we don't necessarily see it until it's happened. Or sometimes we're just in denial. I'm not saying that you were. I'm just trying to explain what the tower is in general in case you don't know. There's something, you're currently in a state of holding on to something related to this, whether it's tangible, mental, emotional, whatever it is, Four of Pentacles. This could even be memory. It's clarified by the Two of Wands, which is like, I'm going to read this as, you know, what you had wanted, what you had thought was going to happen, what you had planned. But instead, it's very different. What you're left with or what you have here. The outcome is the Five of Swords with Justice. This feels like I don't know. To me, this feels like you I don't feel like you did anything wrong, and I'm not saying that you did. I feel like you're maybe possibly just kind of, you know, and I don't usually read this way. This is like you feeling justified on this Five of Swords, like whatever role you played in whatever this is. I think you're like, you would do the same thing today, whatever this was. And all this could kind of be flip-flop depending on what it is. And I'm not, tonight, I don't know. A lot of these, I'm not really being drawn any definite direction for whatever reason. Again, I've been up since 4 a.m. So I'm not my sharpest. Those of you that know me tonight, I'm a little off, but because I don't
notice any difference.
Yeah, I can read the cards always, but sometimes if I'm wiped out, I can't. That's why I'm like, well, it could be this, it could be that. But anyways, I have Hierophant energy here. Taurus, Towers here, Mars energy, the Fool, Uranus. Justice could be a Libra. If this involves another person, which it does, this is a relationship type thing, but you know, apply it. And if you're not sure what it is, just give it some thought. Again, some of this is kind of general, the direction that it could go. The bottom line is there was some breakdown and change to something that was seemingly unexpected. It was something that was important to you, and it was something that you had worked on, planned. And it could even be like a loved one that you like, you know, built a relationship with, you know, Three of Wands, Page of Pentacles, or a close friend. It could be that as well. But there was some breakdown of that, some moving away from that in some sort of way. And yeah. So anyways, there is a holding on energy presently, but yeah, you're not really where did here it is, Five of Swords. Yeah, there's a very unless this is this person, this other or situation, I don't think so. I think this is you. So anyways, again, this is a blind spot reading, so you're not seeing this energy and the role and all of that. So I'm just going to leave it there.
Okay. Thank you, Allyson.
I hope that muddy.
Yeah, she says, I woke up remembering things I pushed so far back, emotions I need to release.
Oh, yeah, or that.
Yep. I see some of that here. Yep. Moving forward. Yep. God knows I've done that. So, Mousy, the first card here, let me take this down. I got is the Hermit card. And the Hermit's about going within, reflection. This could very well represent dreams, things being repressed, kind of going in and reflecting on your past. I did get the Messenger of Air, which is basically kind of like a Knight of Swords and the intellect. And it's kind of like you're trying to like cut through, possibly cutting through memories. Sorry, that was funny. I was reading Allyson goes, ah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just yawned. I thought I was muted. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so
I was
tired.
thinking
I'm sorry.
perfectly timed yawn.
I was just like,
I'm sorry. I thought I was
I
muted.
just got started. I think it was moving boring. I'm just kidding. Okay, so yeah, Mousy, that going to the Hermit, reflecting your dreams, memories are coming up. They're showing this light to you. It's something that you have to kind of start looking at and reflecting upon. The Messenger of Air, your thoughts, your memories. Those memories are cutting through, like the sword. You know, it's rushing through. It's cutting through, removing things that no longer serve, but also kind of cutting through. You know, the recesses basically of the subconscious, bringing these things up. I asked for a clarifier, and I did get the Six of Air, which again is like moving towards calmer waters. So when you start dealing with those repressed memories and taking time to nurture and take care of yourself, I did get the Fool card. I think Allyson also got the Fool. So the Fool for me in
I
this
did.
one, so it's about, for me with this deck, with this image, it's all about calling forward, saying that okay, I've moved on, I've let those memories go. I'm calling, ahead for a new future. I'm taking a leap of faith. It's like when they go out like a dog, like a fox hunt or something, and they do the call of the trumpet. It's announcing, yeah, you are announcing to not just the world but to yourself, your subconscious. This could even be ancestral healing memories coming up through too that you're working through. I did get the Page of Water, and Page of Waters are very empathic, can be very creative, very in touch with their emotions. With memories like this coming up, it could affect your emotions, making you maybe a little bit more moody or sad. But in this case, with the Fool and moving forward, it's feeling those emotions, embracing them, acknowledging them, um, honoring them. Um, because that's a lot of weight that you have been carrying emotionally. And the card on the bottom of the deck, I just love this card. It's the Star card. It's one of my favorite Star cards. It's again like to go along with the Fool. I had three arcanas in this reading for you. The Star, that hope, you still have this future ahead. Whatever hopes, dreams, goals that you have, you can still attain them. That beautiful line that we say every night: starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. Just that the wonder of looking up at the stars, knowing that your dreams are still valid, your goals are still attainable. And it's just, to me, it's beautiful. It's like there's the ship flying, following your northern star, follow your compass, follow your northern star. Go what makes you happy and brings you peace and joy and that creativity. And I'll leave it at that. Wow, ladies. Wow, the reads tonight. I love this. And everybody in chat has been just like raving too with all the readings. Hershe, definitely would love to have you back on with us. That was a great vibe with the three of us. Very beautiful. And all the little shenanigans between Miss Tarot D and
I have
Steven.
been bugging up over here like,
I know. Us too.
That's not fair. I can't laugh. That's not fair.
I know. And it's a nice balance because, like Mousy, anger, rage, and sadness. Let those emotions just rage when you need to. Do it safely. Do it, your best cope. If you just have to sit there and cry and cry and cry to get it out, if you have to go out in the woods in the middle somewhere and scream at the top of your lungs, or just grabbing stones and whipping them into the water as hard and fast as you can, just embrace those emotions. That's, you know, it's a part of this experience on earth, you know, having these emotions and knowing how to express them and release them, and honoring them. I know it's not easy. I've raged many times, knowing that I will probably rage again, but each time, you know, it helps. It feels like it lessens a bit. So thank you for everybody. Thank you for letting us read for you. For those who we couldn't get to, thank you for understanding. Erin says, Allyson may have some of the best calming regenerative rest.
Thank you.
So thank you. Thank you everybody, again, for being
Thank you
here.
guys so very much. You guys brought tears to my eyes. I've been moved this whole time. It's been great. Thank you guys.
We love our chat, you know, especially Friday nights. I like to make sure that stays safe. It stays, you know, and not just safe, but you know, when sometimes we get the heavy reads, and I love how Miss Taro D and Steven just bring that fun little, you know, joy to everybody to kind of
Absolutely.
to laugh through the tears, you know.
Absolutely.
And,
Definitely. Yeah.
so I am going to end this so Miss Allyson can get to bed, get her fur babies, get all nestled in, get her rest. Again, everybody, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next Friday. Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Everybody.
Good night, everyone.